Hello, welcome to Grow New Plants. Today I had some seeds off a Chinese pistache tree. And I say pistache, I've always called them Chinese pistachio, but I think it's actually pronounced Chinese pistache. So anyway, I'm going to show you a couple pictures. I'm going to show you a picture of my neighbor's tree because it's still got a lot of leaves and stuff on it. And then I'm going to show you a quick picture of the tree that I got these seeds off of, and then a close-up of some of the seeds up on the tree. Okay, so I did a little bit of research on these. This is another tree. I'm trying to do some different trees next spring, ones that I haven't never grown before. And I've never grown these. So I did a little bit of research on these seeds. And when I was pulling them off, I see some of them are this kind of bluish green color and some are the red ones. And I always made the assumption that, typically something red means it's ripe. And that's what the assumption that I made was. So I read in a book that I have, it's just an encyclopedia basically on tree growing. And it tells you all about the trees and tells you all the propagation methods. And it was very distinct on this tree that you would not get, I got a spider along with that. You would not get good seeds out of the red ones, that the blue ones are always the best ones. So what I did is I did a cut test. So I'm going to get a paper towel to cut on because these things are very, they will squirt around if you cut on them on something hard like this. So I'm going to get a paper towel and a razor blade, and then we'll cut into a couple of these and I'll show you what he's talking about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, just to get a good sampling, I'm going to get 2 red ones and 2 blue ones. And you got to remove this pulp off of these things, okay? And it just squeezes right off. It's not hard to get off. You got to do a lot of them. It'd be a little bit more work, but so there's the 2 red ones. And then here are the 2 blue ones. So what I'm going to do, and he said almost invariably the red ones, the seeds would be hollow inside. They're not easy to cut either. They're pretty hard. Okay, that one bounced away. If I can get this one. Okay, let's try it again. There's a red one. Well, I'm not having any luck. There's one. There it is, right there. There we go. So I got that one cut open. And if you look in there, that thing just as hollow as can be. That thing would never grow. So let's take one of the blue ones. And there's a blue one. And you look inside of it, it's got that nice green seed inside. And it's pretty consistent. I'll see if I can get this other one cut open without it bouncing away. And this is what they call a cut test. So there's another one that had the blue shell on it. Nice green inside, good viable seed. So, that being said, I do not want any of these red seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video for a minute and I'm going to separate out all the blue seeds from the red seeds, and we're going to get rid of the red ones. Okay, so now I've got all my green ones picked out. And some of these got some red on them, but they're more green than red. Most of them are, so I'm going to go with them. I know I'm not going to get every single seed going to be good. And so basically, all I'm doing, I just squeeze them, kind of rub my hands around it, and then that seed pops out in the middle. It's pretty tedious to do all of these. But it's the whole thing with these seeds. You know, I'm doing quite a few videos in the fall because that's mainly what I'm doing. I'm not growing a lot right now. But what I'm doing is I'm collecting seeds and getting everything ready for my spring growing. And if you take it and invest a little bit of time in research, and if you're watching this video, you're doing your research to find out what your best methods are to getting good viable seeds. Because if you start with that, you know, that seed, that red one that we cut open, that had a big hole in it, you know, it's hollow on the inside. If you start out with a seed like that, you're not ever going to get a tree to grow. You're just wasting your time, wasting your soil, your space, everything else trying to grow one. And you're going to get frustrated and you're going to give up. If you just spend a little bit of time in research and find out what kind of seeds you need to get and when to get them. And again, these were picked probably a week ago. And I've just had them stored in the garage where it was cool in this bag. So they were picked probably the first week of December, maybe the middle of December, or probably the first week of December, into the first week of December. So anyway, like I said, you spend your time, get good viable seeds, store them properly over the winter. And that's something else too. These seeds are good right now, but I could take them and just leave them in the house sitting on the cabinet or something like that and let them dry out over the winter time. And don't ever let them get cold stratified. Still not going to make a tree. So you got to start out with good seeds. You got to know how to stratify them. You know how to store them properly. And the majority of the seeds to store they're cold stratified. And basically you collect them in the fall. You store them in a baggie or a jar or something in a cool temperature, which typically here in Texas where I'm at, I typically put them in the refrigerator. So I'll store them in the refrigerator till springtime. When the spring temperatures start warming up, then I'll bring them out. And then I'm ready to start soaking them. So I tell you what, I'm not going to bore you. I'm going to try and make this video as short as possible. I'm not going to bore you with doing any more of these. So I'm going to show you. So now what I've got is I've got these seeds right here. And there's still a little bit of pulp and stuff around them. So I'm just going to take them and kind of wash them off a little bit in some water in the sink. Drain the water back out. Okay, so I just kind of rinsed them off in the sink. And then I put them down in this colander. And now I got good clean seeds. That's my seeds right there. So I just pull them back out. And I'm probably going to, these say they need to be kept moist. So what I'm probably going to do is just put them in a baggie, and then I'm going to put a paper towel. I'm going to get just a normal paper towel, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to soak it. Well, here, I'll show you real quick. So I just got this much of a paper towel, and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to soak it. I just ran it under the sink. I'm going to squeeze it out like that. Okay. Now I got water all over my seeds again, but so what I'll do here is I'll take a baggie, just a regular old Ziploc baggie, and I'll put these seeds in my baggie. I'm not going to do all of them on the video. I'll finish all of them and do them all in the same baggie, but so I got all my seeds in there. I'll just take that paper towel and drop it down in there. And that's just going to keep some moisture in that baggie. I'll seal the baggie up. These are not very good baggies. I had to get some cut rate ones with all the COVID stuff, and you couldn't find baggies for a while. I got some cheap baggies, but anyway, that's basically it. I'll leave a little bit of air in there, and every once in a while I'll burp these things, like maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. I'll just open it up, get a little bit of fresh air in there, reseal it back. And that's pretty much it. So I'll put these down in the crisper in my refrigerator with all my other seeds that I've collected so far. I'll mark them, of course, label them, what they are when I collected them. And then I'll just wait till spring. And then when it starts warming up, I'll take them, I'll plant them in my regular, just my regular soil mix with peat moss and perlite, and hopefully get some nice trees. So anyway, that's about it for this one. Let me know in the comments if you like these seed videos, because I've got some other ones that I can make videos of. I just don't know how much people are interested in them, but I think it's important that you know how to collect these seeds properly. Like I said, if you don't have good seeds to start with, you're not ever going to get good trees. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share my videos.